Hi YouTube, I'll be right back with you. Just need to go live on Facebook. Okay, here we go. Good afternoon everybody. Sami Abusaad here. I am Director of Education at T3 Live. Welcome to my weekly videos. As always, thanks for tuning in. As you know, I do these videos on Saturday morning usually, but I'm going to be going away this weekend to actually celebrate my 18th year anniversary in this country. Today was my today, August 9th, was my anniversary arriving in this great country of ours. 18 years ago, can you believe it? I still can hardly believe it. And then also would like to celebrate my great week. This is today's P&L, as some of you saw, 87,000 just today, and the 2 days before that 53. So between just the last 3 days it was I netted 140 net. At any rate, I hope you had a great week, and I hope you have a great weekend. But let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna talk about the market, and we'll talk about some awesome swing ideas for next week. Before I start, if you like this video, please be sure to hit the like button. Also, beneath the video you'll see some helpful links if you want to check them out later. But for now, let's go ahead and talk about the market. The market, this is the daily chart of the QQQ. We can also look at this SPY. Identical, totally identical. The Qs and the SPY have a sell setup on the daily chart. It's a quasi sell setup. We need to have 3 green bars in a row, or 3 higher lows. We only have 2 higher lows and 2 green bars. So it's actually not a real sell setup. It's like a quasi sell setup. But let's say that's a sell setup on the daily chart. Look at the hourly chart though, in an uptrend with a higher low right here. So something has got to give. So the hourly either fails, in which case I'll be bearish on the next sell setup, right? Or the hourly continues the uptrend and the daily sell setup kind of fails, right? It's one or the other. I'm telling you from now, next week the market is gonna be a mess. I'm telling you from now. All right, it's gonna be a sloppy, choppy market with not much follow through. The beautiful thing is, if you play things that are on their own page, then you don't need the market, right? You don't care very much about the market if you play things on their own page, that are on their own page. Now, it's good to have a good trading and market environment so that we can play in the same direction, but we don't really need it. We don't really need it. The most important index to be aware of is the IWM, the Russell 2000, because we have a major pattern forming on the monthly chart, which is a transition C sell setup right here, short under 145.32. If we break that, then look out below. The entire market, not just the IWM. So that's the key focal point to watch for, or to be aware of. If you look at the daily chart, we have a double bottom also. It's not a double bottom, I know, but that's the line in the sand, 145.32. If we break it, then who knows where we end up going, but lower, okay? So that's it. Bias for next week is wait and see. We'll have to wait and see which time frame takes over, whether it's the daily sell setup, in which case we'll have to see wait for the hourly to fail on that buy setup, or whether the daily sell setup never triggers and we continue higher. In order for the sell setup to trigger, the market, the Qs would have to take out 185.03. But let's just say 184.50 to be safe under these last two candles. Okay? So if you follow the market, that would be kind of the line in the sand for the Qs. But again, overall, I think that the market is going to be a total mess next week. So don't base your decisions, your plays, based on the market. All right, find things that are on their own page. If you trade earnings season, if you trade gaps, then you don't really need the market at all. All right, on to some amazing swing ideas for next week. Here they are. You ready? AAOI is a transition A on the daily chart. Looks good to me. Over the base, stop under $11, I think. Oh no, under 9.95. That would be the stop. Oh, before I forget, I almost forgot. I have to share this standard required disclaimer to let you know that trading is risky and that whatever we discuss today in this video is for educational purposes only. All right? So make sure you agree to that first. Okay. So I like the AAOI as a transition A, long, stop, target. All right? Next on the list is IMGN. Transitioned successfully already and now has a breakout. Looks higher to the 200. MAXR is an amazing weekly buy setup. What a beauty. So do you think I'm going to be playing this or what? You can hear it in my voice. I'm definitely going to be playing this. If you're in the SST program, in the Strategic Swing Trader newsletter, you can log into your T3 Live account right now and get all the plays for Monday. You know how many plays I posted? A lot. 7 plays. Okay, 7 plays that I'm going to be taking myself. But if you would rather not log into your account, no problem. You'll get the email alert with the plays and everything in your email on Monday at 8 a.m. Okay, so you don't have to log into your account to get the plays. Just wait until Monday if you'd rather do that. MAXR, I will be playing. OAS, now when I say I'll be playing, I mean if it triggers. I didn't want to give you the trigger because it's for paying subscribers, but here it is. It is 8.21. It's actually 8.17, but give it a few cents above. So if it takes out 8.21, I will be in it. MAXR. All right. OAS is an hourly breakout, hourly chart breakout. Daily, this is what I call a gap fade, meaning the stock was down a lot, finally gaps down a good amount, right? Puts in the volume and then a breakout above the base. Long, stop below it. What is this like? It's like the LXRX, which triggered for myself, but also for subscribers today. It's the same exact idea. You know how much it's up? 17-18% LXRX today. Triggered long. It's a small stock, but I don't care. All I care about is the pattern. If the pattern's there, then I take it. I don't discriminate based on the price of the stock. Could be $1, $20, $2, 200, 2,000. I don't care. So as long as obviously as long as it's playable and liquid enough, and this thing is pretty liquid. It did over 4 million shares today. Okay, so the same here, similar, but the LXRX is better. Also, you know what's already triggering? Here it is. It's on the list. It already triggered today, but still looks higher. TOWU. It's a little more questionable now because the original entry was $1 or so ago. It's a little more questionable, but it's the same kind of play. Out is a 1, 2, 3. You know what this is like? Remember the ZTS? This is an open play. It's open play from 121.80. Official play for SST members. 1, 2, 3. See it? Over the base, stop over this bar's high, stop under this bar's low. Now out is the same exact idea. Over the 2 bars high, stop under the red bar's low. But what's the difference? There is a big difference. There's 2 things. One, this is actually a real estate stock. Real estate stocks are not. They don't have much mojo. Okay, they don't have much momentum. But more importantly, the ZTS had a tier 1 gap. I mean, an amazing gap. So I'm basically riding that wave of short covering, because you see this, a lot of people shorted it thinking it was going to report bad numbers probably, and gapped up, and now these people are trapped. Some of them covered on the first day, but some of them didn't, and they're going to be covering, and it's just going to propel the stock higher and higher. So I'm actually in this. Out it hasn't triggered yet. It would need to take out the red bars high with a stop under it. Again, not as good as the ZTS, but it's the same idea. SYMC, I predict the SYMC goes back up to the gap fill, which is around 25.30, right about there. Only issue with it, so it's a 1, 2, 3 sort of. Long right here, stop right here. The only issue is the size of the stop. It's a huge stop, but it's a nice hourly breakout. Look at that hourly chart. Long. You could also put the stop right here instead of way down there. But look, I got 7 ideas. I can be picky. Okay, I can be picky. I don't have to play something that has a really large stop. 10 is a transition A. I like the transition A play a lot. What's a transition A? It's when the stock ends the downtrend and then transitions higher. Okay, I love the transition A play, and so that's what we have here. It ended the downtrend through a gap, but we don't have much of a rising 20. It's almost just like a flat 20 period moving average. So I like it when it's got more of an arch to it. So that's the only issue, but otherwise I like it. Not a bad hourly chart, also over the base, stop under it. Last but not least is the TWOU, which we talked about it already. Okay, shorts. Look at the shorts. I got a healthy number of longs and shorts. That's 8. ANAB is an amazing monthly chart. Looks lower, doesn't it? Looks lower to here, at least to at least to 35. At least could get to 20 to 1, 2, 3 on the monthly chart. I do like it a lot. Short. It's very thin, so I'm not going to talk about the numbers exactly, but I do like the ANAB short. DO is a breakdown on the hourly chart, a breakdown on the daily also. So DO, oil stock, right here, stop. Could use the highs, or you could use just this bar's high, or the all 4. Okay. FTR. This was an earnings play a few days ago, so it's doing a 1, 2, 3, and it looks lower. So under today's low. Okay, it would be the entry. Stop above the second bar's high. HLF, exactly like the DO. HLF though is not at all times low. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's coming into support. It doesn't have as much room, so probably to $34. That's still about $4, so it's not bad. But DO has more room, or DO is in a free fall. RYAM reported earnings a couple of days ago. Also has kind of a 1, 2, 3. So short under the 2 bars low, stop above. All right. Sohu is a sell setup. Sohu was an earnings play, right? And then short. Look at the breakout failure. I want to point it out because some of you might not see it. And that, my friends, was an attempt to go higher, and then once it breaks under the base, it'll be a breakout failure. So short, stop. It's easy as pie. Very easy. That's Sohu. SUPN, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4 play on the daily chart. So 1, 2, 3, and then if we break under the 2 bars low, the 3 bars low, then it should be good. SUPN short. And then Tusk is a kind of a like already triggered today, but looks lower still. I feel bad I didn't do the Kirk today. Short, I mean, looks really good, dropped 9-10% already. So Tusk is similar, but Kirk was better because it was right off the declining 20. The WB is an hourly base breakdown plus a daily kind of a base breakdown rollover. But here's the hourly, looks good. Short, stop. Check out the WB. People think, oh, you know, $120, $140, excuse me, $140 stock can't drop that much. I mean, it would drop, you know, maybe to 100. No, this is at 35, and you know where it looks like it's going to? $20. So I do like the WB a lot. Notice it went climactic. In fact, I am watching a couple of climos that I'm trying to pay attention to. One is the ENPH. That's going climactic. Another one that I'm watching that's going climo or climactic is the NVCR, I think. Yes, look at that. Look at that move on the NVCR. There's more, but those are the 2 that come to mind at the moment without looking at my spreadsheet. So I'm watching a couple of stocks that are going climactic like the WB did when it went to 140. All right. I think those are the ideas. If you want to participate, get the numbers. It costs $95 for the whole month. So just go to T3 Live, t3live.com/swing, and then you're in. Not only would you get the ideas, I mean the plays that these swing ideas that I went over, and you'll get the exact ones that I'm gonna play, because I'm not gonna play all of them, right? I'm gonna play still a healthy number, but not all of the ones that I went to. I went over about let's see, 8 and 9. I went over 19 plays. 17 plays with you. So not only would you get the regular swings, but you would also get the earnings plays, which today, as you saw, made $87,000. Okay, that's my platform still in it. Those are the earning plays for today. Those are the winners. Here's the losers at the bottom. And then the last, this whole week has been just amazing, right? So actually, just the last 3 days, I netted 140K. Okay, and I don't say that to show off, but just to show you what's possible. This is 8/8. See it? That's yesterday, almost 15, just shy of 15. And here's the day before that, August 7th, right? 38. Here's the day before that. So, it's just an amazing week. Right? And so just the last 3 days, that's 140 net, right? Just last 3 days. So you get also to participate in the earnings plays. If you would like to take the class that teaches you the earnings strategy that I discovered, that I created, go to t3live.com/earn. You can get the course recording, 4.5 hours, 127-page manual. Okay? So that is t3live.com/earn. With that said, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you have a great weekend and a great trading week next week. Thank you again so much for tuning in, and talk to you soon. Take care, everybody.